I am back and going to continue my playthrough of Broken Sword. Broken Sword. I learned a new button. Look, it's an old-timey button. New, old. New, old. Look at those juicy pixels. It's strange, really. In my brain, it doesn't look like this when I used to play it, but it did, clearly.
Hello again.
You again.
Yep, and it's a real bonus to see your smiling face, too.
So we are currently in Spain investigating things and stuff. We're trying to find the manor of like an old family that might have some sort of Templar artifacts. So that's what we're up to. I believe that the artifacts are over in this conspicuous building over here. Ooh, spooky. Anyway, yeah. But we need to get into the house, and this crotchety old fellow will not let us.
Tell me about the Countess de Vasconcelos.
She doesn't receive guests. That's all you need to know.
You don't even know what I have to talk to her about.
She hasn't won the lottery, has she?
No, she hasn't won the lottery.
A more cunning man might have claimed that she had.
Oh, yeah? They might have, might they?
And that more cunning man would have been kicked off the premises. The Countess doesn't do the lottery.
Yeah, like I said, this game is really, really short if I'm playing it on my own. But I'm letting everyone actually, say their dialogue because I'm on stream. So I'm letting people hear what the characters say rather than just
What do
me,
you know about the Templars?
clicking through
Are you
absolutely
angling
everything
for a
like I normally
bribe or
do.
something?
You
So
have
it takes a
nothing
lot
that I
longer.
want, senor, except the pleasure of your absence.
The guy was obviously protecting the Countess against the whole world. But why? Do you recognize this man?
No.
Yeah, the game is actually fairly long.
I'll be
Yeah,
going for
if
now.
you don't speed
Adios,
read the
senor.
dialogue and just. So yeah, still
I
on
didn't like
Broken
the
Sword.
idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone.
Old graphics. Look at those old graphics.
My hose has stopped.
Yeah?
See, my hose never stops.
Well, I'm sorry to hear it. It's always sad when an old tradition comes to an end.
Did you have anything to do with it? See, you.
Well, I'm shocked. I'm mortified. How could you think such a thing?
Very easily, senor. Very easily. I'm going to find out why my hose has stopped. And that means going into the house. You are not, absolutely not, to go in the house. If you do go in the house, I will set the dogs on you.
Alright, man, chill. I mean, I'm gonna go in the house, but,
Hey, you on the stairs.
Oops. I know this doesn't look good, but
Look, senor, all I want is a quiet life. A life without mad, house-breaking foreigners in it. Understand?
Look, I just wanted to, use the bathroom.
Leave now, please.
Okay, I'm going.
Don't you shake your fist at me, you scum.
The armor was about my size. I had a mental vision of putting it on and clanking off to see the Countess, with the gardener hanging hopelessly on the outside trying to stop me. Apart from being stupid and unworkable, it was a great plan.
Yeah, it's, for a movie, it's a good plan. I was under the impression I hid behind the thing.
Hey, you,
Who, me?
come here.
Hello.
This is the second time I've caught you skulking around in here. If I find you in here once more, I'd call the police.
There's no reason to drag the police into this. I
do not want to hear your excuses. Leave.
Okay, don't get excited.
He does have a huge nose.
The armor was about my... I had a... with the... apart...
Oh, okay. I think what I think here is both.
I hid behind the armor and waited for developments.
Hey, you. I know you are there, American. All right, you dogs. I'm coming.
Hello, old
Madre
lady.
Dios. Who are you?
My name's George Stobart. I'm sorry to burst in like this.
You must leave at once. You're not wanted here.
Please, if you'd just listen a minute.
Very well. State your business, Senor Stobart.
There's been a series of murders, part of some conspiracy. Anyway, the trail led me here.
Here? There is nothing for the outside world here.
Over 600 years ago there was.
What do you mean?
This whole thing ties in somehow with the Knights Templar.
The Knights Templar are dust.
They had a secret that was so important, they went to a lot of trouble to hide it.
I do not see what this has to do with my family.
Your family had a strong connection with the Templars, right? I believe that they've planted some clues here.
Why should I believe a complete stranger who barges into my home?
Just let me have a look around. If I find nothing...
You'll be spending the night at the police station. Very well. Please, sit down.
Thank you. I know your family is involved with the Templars, but I don't know how.
You should be asking how my family were involved, Senor Stobart. The Templars ceased to exist centuries ago, and as for the De Vasconcelos, the line dies with me.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Okay, whatever happened, happened almost 700 years ago. So, if the Templars left any clues, they're going to be in stuff that dates back to the early 14th century.
Obviously.
So, what do you have around here that's early medieval?
Early medieval. Let me think. Well, the house is relatively modern, a scant 3 centuries old. Or, of course, the chess set.
That chess set is over 600 years old? It must be worth a fortune.
Indeed it is. Not that I would part with it, of course.
No, I wouldn't either. That's the sort of thing that gets handed down to your children. Sorry.
Its value is less than you might think. The set is not complete. One of the pieces is a modern replacement. As to the original, it was lost a long time ago.
Nobody has any idea where it is?
No. The children had it when they were taken.
Children? What children?
All in good time, Senor Stobart.
May I examine the chess set?
Certainly.
Old
But do not move
graphics.
any of the pieces.
Okay, thanks. Close up, the modern piece stood out like a sore thumb. There was something else odd about the set. All of the original
New
pieces had irregular
graphics.
bases.
My lady, I have to warn you, there's a... You! Why, I'll feed you to the dogs.
Lopez, what have I told you about feeding intruders to the dogs?
But, my lady...
Never without my permission. Senor Stobart, if I find that you're wasting my time, you will be fed to the dogs. Now, I want to show you something interesting. Follow me. Lopez, unlock the door, por favor. This is the only remaining structure on the estate contemporary with the Templars.
Nice. What is it, a summer house?
A mausoleum, Senor Stobart.
Oh,
Come
Oh.
with me.
Lovely. Room for
Hey,
dead
senor.
people.
yeah?
I do not know what you have told my lady to be shown these favors, but I do not trust you.
You've got nothing to worry about. Aren't you coming in?
No, the dead do not interest me. My garden is a living thing. I will be there.
Wow, this is old.
It was constructed in the 13th century as the final resting place for the De Vasconcelos Templars.
It's well maintained.
These are my ancestors, and they deserve respect. I come here at least once a week to say a prayer for them.
Mind if I have a look around?
By all means.
On removing the Bible, I found a pattern on the lectern top. Hey, it's a checkerboard. Close up,
Mm.
I could see that the pattern was made up of glass squares over a checkerboard pattern. Some of the squares had little jagged holes in the middle. May I ask you something?
You may ask.
What's the story with the glass chessboard?
Glass chessboard. Oh, the pattern on the lectern, purely decorative, I'm sure.
There are pieces of glass missing from it.
Oh, it has been like that since I was a girl.
The gaps in the glass chessboard look awfully deliberate.
No, it is ridiculous. What possible significance can it have?
It's part of a chessboard, and the gaps are for...
Senor Stobart, you cannot mean...
This place was built for the Templars. Your chess set is as old as the Templars. It's kind of suggestive, isn't it?
Bring
I
me
think
your
this
chess
must be it.
pieces, woman.
This is what the manuscript is pointing to.
This is extraordinary. Am I to understand that the Templars left a puzzle here? And in all of this time, we failed to realize that there was a puzzle?
It was wonderful to watch the Countess change before my eyes.
Right. Well, no time for wallowing in self-pity, eh, Senor Stobart? This mystery has had a good long run, but it ends here and now.
All those years of fatalism were falling away from her.
Lopez! Lopez! Put that hold down and listen! Go to the house and get my chess set! Yes! The old chess set! Oh, damn the game! Now, hurry! My, this is exciting, is it not?
Don't get too excited. This could be a blind alley.
Oh, I do not believe that for a moment.
It's good to see you happy.
Happy? You know, I think I am.
You certainly know your history.
What's your opinion of the Templars, Senor Stobart?
How am I
The
doing
Templars?
today?
They seem
I
no worse than a
am
lot of the knightly orders.
okay.
You are
Kind of sleepy,
mistaken.
to be honest.
Compared to the simpering politicians of the
okay,
Hospitals
mostly.
or the brutish Teutonics, the Knights Templar were the embodiment of chivalry. The filthy, money-grabbing French king and his pet pope did a great wrong. A
Yeah,
burden
it's
settled
common,
upon
though.
my family at the whim of that self-seeking tyrant.
It was all a long time ago.
Some things don't die.
Yeah, one day.
Injustice
One day I'll
is
get
one
sleep.
of them.
While we're waiting, I'd really like to know what happened here. I mean, the curse and everything?
It all began at the time of the dissolution of the Templars. Don Carlos had already left their ranks to become a scholar.
Don Carlos, is he the guy who went missing?
See, but he had reckoned without the local bishop. Their bishop envied us our lands and determined to use the papal edict as an excuse to destroy us. Don Carlos was on one of his scholarly journeys when the Inquisition arrived. When Don Carlos returned, it was to find his loyal manservant slain and his children gone.
They took the kids? But why?
Oh, we will never know. The bishop denied all knowledge of the children's disappearance. But witnesses had seen his men kill the servant who had been charged to protect them.
What happened to Don Carlos?
He swore he'd find his children if he had to go to the edge of the world. He put on his armor and took up his sword and shield and rode out alone. He was never seen again. Lopez, you have the pieces.
See, my lady, as you asked.
Por favor, Senor Stobart, would you be so kind?
My lady.
Calm yourself, Lopez. I believe Senor Stobart's motives are pure.
Very well, my lady.
Yeah, I'll sleep when I'm dead.
My lady seems to
Hopefully at
trust
least one or two times
But
before
you
that.
don't.
No, senor.
It fits, Senor Stobart. It fits.
Working
It
quickly,
fits.
I found which pieces went into which holes.
Man. Mm. There you go.
Senor
Unfortunately,
Stobart,
they're
look.
not made of chocolate.
What is that? It's not the Holy Grail, is it?
No,
Mm.
Senor Stobart. It is the communion chalice of the De Vasconcelos, missing for almost 700 years.
Wow. Go on.
I cannot. I can hardly believe it is real.
Go ahead. Live a little.
Are you sure? This is your moment of triumph, Senor Stobart.
Sure, I'm sure. The possibility of death traps only occurred to me a few days later.
Ba, 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 ba.
So the curse of the De Vasconcelos is lifted?
Oh no, the Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice. But there's still the riddle of the missing knight.
Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templar's secret.
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlos.
You what?
I can explain everything.
You have got the odds for a withered old Spanish aristocrat?
The Countess entrusted me with the chalice and the quest for her ancestor's tomb.
You're as crazy as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
It's all part of the same thing. The chalice is important, I'm sure. The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find him.
What then?
I don't know. But when the knight and the chalice are reunited, maybe I will. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay.
Now I'm going back to the church at Montfaucon. Okay, let's go. Let's go, Georgie.
You're back.
Oui, I have returned.
Hello again.
Hello again, monsieur.
Well, I wasn't expecting to see you back here again.
No? Well, it is a strange thing, but I am here on duty.
On duty? But you're just sitting there drinking wine.
No, I am not just drinking wine. I am undercover.
I must be missing something. You're in uniform.
Precisely, monsieur. My cover is that of an indolent, wine-guzzling police officer.
Oh, well, that's
You've got me
handy.
Convinced.
Merci. But in reality, my every muscle is poised, every nerve honed. I am drawn tight, ready to pounce. Bang!
Who or what were you planning to pizzang on?
You must have heard, monsieur, of the terror that is gripping Paris.
You mean the killings? Oh, at last, someone's taken action.
People die every day. No, I am on the trail of Sieur Jacques.
Who?
Sieur Jacques, the terror of the subterranean city. He pops up here, he pops up there. The cops, they seek him everywhere. Is he so hush or beneath the neck? That damned elusive Sieur Jacques.
Bravo, that's very good.
Merci. I was up half the night writing that.
Who is this Sieur Jacques character anyway?
Ah, if we but knew that, we could have him in custody in an hour. But he is cunning. To despoil the sewers of our fair city, he has committed many deceptions. He has pretended to be a police officer and deluded a poor war veteran.
Oh.
He has pretended to be a jongleur
Wow, is that the time?
and an American tourist. What nationality are you, monsieur?
Canadian.
I'm
Well,
Belgian.
gotta go now. See ya. Well, it's not everyone who can say they started an urban myth.
Yeah, I do have a habit of being in the sewer. So I guess it's fair. Hello, tiny, tiny Priest man. Old graphics.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an
His
engraving
old school
on it.
face is very
Yeah?
memorable.
What does it say?
I do not know. It is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be.
He can't be the clown. Khan is the clown. This guy's got a tiny little face.
That'd be very good of you.
Tiny little face
This,
people don't
shouldn't
blow
take
up
very
places.
long. Feel free to look around.
Okay, thanks. A Knight Templar burning at the stake, and a date.
Finesse.
Hello again, Father. Hey, thanks.
It is
There we
my
go.
pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner. That winged horse is quite distinctive.
Oh,
Catch you later.
really?
Au revoir, monsieur.
Hello, Yaya. How you doing? Are you having a fine day so far?
Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it, but the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye was drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey,
Must be pretty early
maybe these biblical references
there.
mean something. Psalms 32:7, John 4:11, Corinthians 1:4-5, and just one more, Psalms 22:21. I may not be perfect, but I've got a memory like a steel trap. The chalice had led me to these inscriptions, but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. After all, the De Vasconcelos arms were already on the manuscript. Nope, I was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own.
Okay. Cool. Hmm. Okay. I just wrote those down. Okay, so I don't know what I have to do with those. Seven a.m. Dang. That feels like a long time ago now. I remember 7 a.m. I was asleep. Yeah, 6 a.m. is way too early. Yeah, you work from home, so that's at least it's not too bad. At least I don't have to journey anywhere.
Hi, Andre. Hello, Georgie.
Hello, Georgie.
While I was in Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with 3 bearded faces. Horrible.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Oh, he was asking you.
Allegedly, the description of the idol came from
No,
the
he was
evidence
asking
extracted by
you.
the Inquisition.
I just already
Mind
knew
you,
that.
Not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is.
It's
Just
okay.
last month, a
It's
statue
early.
of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
Where?
At the Institut Hermétique de Naval. The statue is beneath the foundations. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building.
Can you tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image, even now, a bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base. He claimed it looked like blood.
Blood?
That's right.
What do you make of this cup, Andre?
It's a 14th century communion vessel. Spanish, probably.
You sure know your onions. Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's what I like to do as well. I rage in the comfort of my own house. At least some of the week. Some of the week I have to go and silently rage at work in the office. Site of Baphomet.
Excuse me, could you help me? What is it?
Am I looking to become affiliate? Well, yeah, at some point. That would be nice. But I imagine it'll
You're
take
doing
a
fine
bit more
job.
time.
Merci.
So that's okay.
I have my professional pride.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gauloise smoke so stylishly.
It's a natural talent.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being indifferent.
You're very good at that as well.
Merci. Vive l'indifférence.
So, what are you doing here?
I am having my break.
Yeah, I mean when you finish your break.
When I
Ah,
finish my
thank you,
break,
Yaya. I
an
appreciate that.
interesting concept, monsieur.
That would be very kind
You'll
of you.
probably need to think about it.
I could have another cigarette while I consider. Perhaps tomorrow too.
Okay, let me put things differently. What were you hired to do here?
I was hired to keep the archaeological dig in the basement of this building clear of debris, and to touch up damage to the door frames with my little pot of paint. It's a very responsible job. Unfortunately, I'm not a very responsible person.
So what do you know about the excavation?
I know they won't let me in to do my job. I would complain to my union, but là,
You couldn't be bothered to join.
right. Tell you what, though. I'm surprised at the sort of people interested in this excavation.
What's unusual about the visitors to the excavation?
None of them look like archaeologists to me.
Do you know what an archaeologist looks like?
Three-piece suits, crocodile-eyed attaché cases, Rolex oyster.
But no archaeologist dresses like that.
Quite right, monsieur, quite right.
So, who are they?
Who cares
Oh,
as
yeah.
long as
I
they
mean,
pay me?
I guess the shout out can happen whenever you want.
What does the word Templar suggest to you?
Templar?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Now I need to recall this entire situation because I have some memories of this sequence, but I mostly just remember a phone and a bathroom. That's basically all I remember of this bit.
Hi? Excuse me? Oui? So, what exactly are you doing here?
I'm guarding. You expect to find me shearing sheep?
Take it
Well,
easy. I just
thankfully
didn't
for me,
realize you were a guard.
people have been helping me out with information like that because I don't know anything. So I'm learning gradually, mostly from Forky, from the
I'd
Fork
like to
brother,
know what you're guarding.
and now you.
That's a secret.
It wouldn't happen to be an archaeological site, would it?
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm telling you.
Then why ask?
I had a feeling this was no normal hole in the ground. What do you know about the Knights Templar? There was a long pause during which the guard said nothing. Then he said,
Nothing.
nothing at all?
Is this a test?
What, like a history pop test?
No, like a test.
Okay, yes, it's a test.
Then I know absolutely nothing about the Templars.
Hmm. Not suspicious
The
at all.
guard was being amazingly evasive. It was going to take more than goodwill to get past him.
Yeah, same. My setup is very basic, but it functions. That's the main thing for now. I'll fix it up as I go.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial.
Well, I can't imagine it either, George, but you know, it's there, isn't it? Well, I'd poke it.
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
That door's locked, monsieur.
Hi again.
What is it?
I want you to explain the toilet
Trying to get
situation.
into
Thank
a
you.
locked washroom. I had the strongest feeling of deja vu. I'd like to use the washroom, but the door's locked.
Oh, that's no problem. You can have the key.
Thanks.
Okay. Hold on. I think my pump is broken. Work, pump, work. Work for a living. Okay. I use a capture card that cost $40. I use a camera embedded in my laptop. My gaming desk is a portable desk, and the chair is just a regular chair meant for decoration. That's fair. I have a decent enough desk and a decent enough computer. I don't have a camera. My mic is just the one that's on my headset, and I am just using my. I don't have a capture card or anything. I just have my GPU. But my
Talk to
GPU
you later.
is a fancy
Au revoir,
GPU,
monsieur.
so that's something. Okay. Ah, okay. Yeah.
I didn't want to use that unless I really had to. I made an impression of the big key in the cake of soap.
And then use that with that.
I carefully sprinkled the plaster into the soap mold I'd made of the key.
I am copying a key.
Well, it had taken a while, but I had made myself a completely unconvincing plaster key, way too fragile to use in a lock. I'd have to substitute it for the real one. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. Then again, that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I'd been a bit artful with it. Maybe I could improve the key as well.
Maybe, Georgie. Maybe.
No.
Do you want to rub a bit of soot on it, maybe?
Capacious as my pockets were, I didn't figure I could cram a shovel in them. The thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it. Being in a charming comfort station like this made me think fondly of the toilet in Syria. That place was kept in pretty good order. At least, it had been until I vandalized it. Still, it was all for a good cause.
How do I age this key? That's the question.
I wasn't that interested in what might go into a restroom's garbage to investigate.
Alright, George, jeez. Bit too classy for you. What can I do with this weird key? Can I paint the key? Maybe I need to paint the key. Let's have a look. Give him his stupid keys back because he won't let me leave with them.
What is it? Merci.
Now I'm going to go and look outside.
Hey, monsieur, get away from my paint pot.
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot.
Okay. Right, I remember a bit of the phone thing. I have to get Nico to
You
phone the
mind if I
weird
use
man.
the phone?
Be my guest. I'm paid to guard this door.
Hey, it's
The
still
phone
standing.
can look after itself.
It's fine with being. It's okay being
Hola.
knackered and scratched up as long as it
Hi,
works.
Nico. It's me. I'm at the excavation site.
Hi, George. What's happening?
I'm at the excavation, but they won't let me in.
Damn. We need to know what's in there.
Don't worry. I've got a scheme. I'm going to need your help, though.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
I want you to keep somebody on the phone for a while.
Who?
A painter. I need to get at his pot.
Oh, okay.
Stay on the line. I'll go and get him. Hi, it's me again.
What now?
There's a lady on the
You've got a phone call.
telephone.
For me? Are you certain?
It's a woman. She sounded hot.
What woman? She must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers in his ass hanging out of his pants.
Certainly sounds like me. Stand back. It wouldn't do to keep the lady from her hunk. Well, monsieur, what a strange woman. She was all over me, and then suddenly... Nothing but abuse.
Really?
What? Abuse? Ah well, I have a cigarette to finish. And monsieur, if she calls again, I am not available.
Hi again.
What is it?
I need to use the toilet again.
Again? Already?
I have this problem. How technical do you want me to get?
Never mind. Here's the key.
Talk to you
Okay.
later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Quickly and without fuss, I swapped the fake key for the real thing.
What is it?
I couldn't give him the keys. The false key looked pretty convincing, but it felt exactly like what it was. Painted plaster. He was bound to detect it.
Okay. Hmm.
A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall. I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved.
Damn it, George, just do what I tell you to do. Okay. You know how to open a door, George. Don't make me.
The thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it.
I don't think I have anything else. Maybe do I have to dry the key more? Dry the key? No? Okay. Issue the key?
No way.
Um,
Hi again.
What is it?
It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
okay.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Ah, okay. Yeah, okay, I
I
remember
turned the
now.
heating off.
Yeah, so I think if I make it cold, he puts gloves on. There they are. Now take your stupid keys, you scum!
What is it?
I held my breath and hoped that he wouldn't notice the substitution. Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Merci. Okay, but now I need to get him away from there, and I'm guessing I can just use the Nico system.
Hi, Nico. It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, Josh.
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Okay, I'll call back soon.
This looked like a good place to watch things develop.
Hey, you! It's the phone.
Yeah? Who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Yes, yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse. You refuse. I'm wasting valuable time.
Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day.
I have a highly responsible job. Ha! Don't me, you elephantine oaf. My job is important.
Impossible. They would have hired somebody competent in that case.
Meaning what?
Instead of which they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you. All epaulettes and no brains.
Why, you... This looked set to carry on for some time. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
Time to use my stolen key. It's a big old statue.
There was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria, Baphomet. The Templars had certainly been through here.
My Baphomet plushie doesn't look anything like that. My Baphomet plushie is incredibly cute. And it doesn't have 3 faces.
And there it was, decoded by the curves of the chalice. The image of a church. I'd found out what the chalice was for.
You've solved the puzzle?
Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice, it changed.
What did it show?
A picture of a church with a square tower. Let's take another look at the manual.
So... Yeah, cooking is fun.
I guess I'd better return
When you
the
have
chalice to
the
the
energy,
Countess.
at least.
Hurry back, Josh.
Hey, you've got a garden. It's just horrible. You do have a garden. I mean, for England, you've got quite a big garden. It's just, yeah, it's just horrible, that's all.
I'd been planning to return the chalice anyway, but I hadn't expected the trail to bring me here. The Villa de Vasconcelos was as picturesque as ever. The weather was still clear, and Lopez was still watering the damn lawn. I was beginning to suspect that he was surgically attached to that hose.
It's ruled over by morons.
Hi there, Lopez. How's tricks?
Senor Stobart, how pleasant to see you. You are well.
Fine, thanks. Is the Countess in?
She is waiting for you. I will show you up.
It's okay, I know the way.
Senor Stobart, I feel I owe you an apology.
No, you don't.
I was impolite on our first meeting.
Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life. It's a marvel. She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
Let's go talk to the lady of the house.
Senor Stobart, oh, what a pleasure. Please, sit down.
Hi, Countess. The pleasure's all mine. I've brought back your chalice.
Why? You've had it cleaned.
Yeah, I met an obliging priest with a soft cloth.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
No, not yet. I don't even know what it is I'm after.
There are many stories of the knight secreting great wealth away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
It's good to plan ahead for someone else doing the cooking.
There's something
That's fair.
else that I discovered carved on Don Carlos's tomb. Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobart?
Psalms 32:7, Corinthians.
I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest. I discovered something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcelos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Incredible.
Oh, baking is
You
fun
have
too.
my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
Yeah? Well, I'd be happy to show you the city.
Yeah, I think I'm a man of many hobbies, and I do quite like cooking and baking. I just don't find time for them a lot
I'll
of
have
the
a look
time.
around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
It was just a little utility room with no exit, unless you counted the window, and I didn't.
What do you like to bake? Do you like to bake cakes or
Hi, Lopez.
croissant?
Got a minute? Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
What's the story behind the chalice vanishing?
When the Inquisition raided, in the absence of Don Carlos, it was believed that they had taken it. Naturally, they denied the charge as they denied taking the children. And naturally, nobody believed them.
But they were telling the truth. The chalice was hidden from them. You don't suppose they were telling the truth about the children as well, do you?
Madre de Dios! I had not thought of that. But then what happened to them?
I don't know. If the Inquisition didn't take them, then who did?
You must speak to my lady of these.
Count on it.
Like pastries, like cinnamon rolls and stuff, cookies, but because I like them with coffee. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I've made cinnamon rolls before. I think like the process of baking cinnamon rolls is an absolute pain because you have to double prove
So the
them and
Countess
stuff, and
feels
it's a
that the
nightmare.
curse is lifted.
I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice was proof that the Templars never abandoned the de Vasconcelos. It counts for a great deal with my lady.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobart.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
There's still the mystery of that missing chess piece.
I do not think that it will ever be discovered unless the fate of the children is revealed.
The Inquisition were suspected of taking the chalice and the kids, right? We know now they were innocent of the first crime. What if
They did not take the children either. Then what happened to them?
the Inquisition admitted to killing Don Carlos's manservant? Now, this guy had been told to protect the kids at all costs, right?
That is correct.
I think he hid them and the chalice when he got wind that the Inquisition was coming. With him dead and Don Carlos driven mad with grief, there was nobody left who knew the secret. You know what this means, don't you?
I fear so. The children are still here somewhere. If this is so, then it is small wonder that the de Vasconcelos are cursed.
I'll just have another look around.
Very well.
Yeah, all that work to enjoy one unless you want to contract diabetes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but when you cook a whole tray of them, you don't just eat one, do you? Because they're in the kitchen and you made them. So if you cook them, you're going to end up eating half of them. And then you're like, oh, now I feel ill and I shouldn't have eaten so many and I'm going to die. Be right back, phone call. Oh, okay, yeah, no worries. Business to attend to, I'm sure. I'm going to go to the mausoleum. Okay. I was really cold earlier and now I'm really warm. Okay, I'm going to try and put my fan on and just hope it doesn't hit the mic 1,000 times a second. Yeah. Seems okay. Right. Take the Bible. Okay. It's a tremendous moment. We're finally going to lose the
No, that was a
disgusting
silly
tissue.
idea. I decided to think things through.
Wait, what? That's not a silly idea at all.
Hanging from the ceiling was a huge yellowed candle. It looked really old and had never been lit.
Until now.
Couldn't reach up there.
Oh yeah, I know that, George.
No, that was a silly.
I thought you. Don't rub that tissue on the wall. I'm not rubbing the tissue anywhere. Trying to light the tissue on fire. How do I light it? Do I have to use it on one of these candles first? Okay, I'll do that. No, he's putting it on the pole and then lighting it on fire And there goes our tissue. Oh, we still have the tissue apparently. I figured it would burn up, but no.
The candle had burnt brilliantly, but only for a couple of minutes. Some kind of special formulation, I guess. And had yielded up this. A complex shape expertly cut in stone. I figured it was some kind of key.
Okay. I don't know if do we use it in here. Let's look at this tomb.
George Stobart, grave robber. No, I don't think so.
Why can't I rob graves?
It was too delicate to move.
Okay, I guess I'll just go and show the Countess. The Countess! Oh, hold on. Did I? Yes, I did pick up the Bible. My limbs.
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
You can't.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, senor Stobart.
I need to speak to the lady of the house. Yeah, I'll go speak to the lady of the house about this weird thingam.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
What do you make of this?
It looks like some sort of key. Where did you get it from?
It was buried inside the great candle in the mausoleum.
Inside it. What have you done to it?
I, lit it.
But it is irreplaceable.
Listen, the candle was to be lit in case of Moorish attack, right? Well, it burnt down in no time and revealed this key thing. Maybe that was the real purpose of lighting the candle.
What are you suggesting?
That lighting the candle was the equivalent of break glass in case of emergency.
Sentiment must not stand in the way of solving this mystery. You did the right thing.
Oh, well, good. Good.
Here's the Bible from the mausoleum.
Very well. Let us begin. The first reference.
Psalms 32:7.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Don't get your hopes up too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice.
You are right, of course. The next.
Okay, John 4:11.
John 4:11. Here. The well is deep. The next. Quickly.
Okay. Corinthians 4:5.
Here it is. Will bring to light the hidden things. Any more?
Just one. Psalms again. 22:21.
Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorns. The last is confusing. Lions, unicorns, what does it mean?
I can't guess.
Salient points seem to be a hiding place and a deep well. In no sense is their mausoleum a well, Senor Stobart.
Is there a well in the grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time. Lopez is the man to ask about anything pertaining to the estate.
Okay, we are off to find a well. A
I'll look
well
around
full
if
of
that's okay.
children.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
Old graphics.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Tell me of this
You must
well.
know just about everything that there is to know about this place.
See, I have lived my whole life here in the service of the Vasconcelos.
Do you know of a well anywhere around here?
Well, si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Great. So where is it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see.
And you have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time.
If you're wondering, I popped downstairs briefly. So I'm now in the kitchen because I needed something. I was hoping he'd speak for another 30 seconds, but read chat. I'm a professional streamer, you see. I even stream when I'm downstairs. Okay, I'm returning now. You should have talked more about this well. Okay, I have returned. What will your next game be? Probably
Well, you must have a vague
Broken
idea
Sword
where
2.
the well is.
It must have been
I
in
should
the
think.
old house's courtyard, so that would put it around here.
Here? Okay. Now, how do we find it?
There might be a way. Let me think about it.
Any ideas yet?
We are looking for a source of water, see?
Yes.
For generations, the Spanish country folk have had a secret way of
Yeah.
locating water, even if it is meters beneath the
Oh,
ground.
hello.
Ah, you're not talking about water dousing,
Hello,
are you?
Mucko99. How are you?
know,
Thank you
get
for
a
the
stick
follow.
and walk around until the stick twitches and dig there.
Oh, you've heard of it.
Yeah, I think most of the planet has. Okay, let's get a stick.
Uno momento. It must be a special stick, a Y of hazel.
A special
Right.
stick.
Do you have any hazel trees?
See, here. That is hazel.
Does Broken Sword 2 have a director's cut?
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobart.
Templars. Oh, there's a fan-made game, but I don't want to play. No, I don't want that. I want a remaster. Was there a director's cut or something? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, there is a remastered edition, but I've likely already got and played, because it was from a while ago.
I went over to find a suitable stick.
Yeah, that one.
I don't believe it. There wasn't a single usable Y-shaped branch on the whole damn thing.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll play that one. Do I need to look at more trees? No. Okay. Hmm. Okay, let's check around here. Oh, okay. Apparently that thing over there is a hazel tree. Looks more like a bush.
I went over to find a suitable stick. Aha!
Let us divine our way to a well.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Well, I got my divining rod. Now what?
Simplicity itself, senor. Hold the wand at the upper ends of the Y. Apply a little tension with your wrists so that the slightest movement of the wand's tip is clear, and walk slowly and steadily over the area.
Sounds easy enough. We'll find this well in no time.
Senor Stobart, you've found something.
Mostly just
This
by
is it.
wandering
This
aimlessly.
is where we find the secret of the Templars. Hidden here for hundreds of years. Lost from the sight of man until now. The mystery is revealed.
It's a tin can.
I've been walking up and down with a twig in my hands, looking for a tin can.
It had water in it. That's what the dowsing stick must have detected.
I'd have to check
Yeah, I'm
with
sure.
an archaeologist, but I don't think the Templars left that.
In truth, Senor Stobart, the loan was laid many, many years ago. This can could date back to the Napoleonic Wars.
Get rid of it and I'll try it again. Lopez threw the can away. It seemed to fall an awfully long way.
I'll have to wait for the
The
remaster.
splash at the end confirmed what we both
I don't know.
suspected.
I think the other ones hold
I'll
up
be
well
a
enough.
monkey's uncle.
It has been here
I mean, the
all
second one holds up
time.
better than the first one, I
All
think.
those years and nobody found it.
Old
Stood in awe
graphics.
for a moment, marveling at the secrets all around us.
I could have fallen down that.
Yeah, I'll just play whichever version is the most recent that I have on Steam.
The well had been lost for decades at least. The air was cool after the noon sun.
Speaking of which, I should
but
probably
that's not
install
what
it
gave me
at some
goosebumps.
point.
I have a really, really bad feeling about this. From a distance, the lion's head had been impressive. Close up, it was frightening. Hey, one of the fangs is a separate piece.
Okay.
I could hear the sound of a lot of stone moving, and I knew I was in danger.
Okay. Oh.
Senor Stobart! Senor Stobart! Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Senor Stobart!
Okay. I did not know you could die from being squidged by a big lion head. That's fun. Um, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm remembering things.
From a distance, the lion's head close up. Hey!
Right, let's do that again. And this time, like, leave. There we go.
Oh, very funny, you psychos.
Senor Stobart! Senor Stobart! Are you all right?
It's okay, Lopez, I'm fine.
¿Qué susto me has dado? You gave me a scare.
Nice try, Templars.
Okay, now I have to... I think I used the mirror with the spell shaft. So I can actually see.
There,
Ah,
in the middle of the door, I could see some kind of socket. It looked like this wasn't quite the dead end it had seemed. Open sesame! Another secret door.
secret doors behind secret doors. It is the chess piece.
Before I left, though, there was one last thing to do. You won't be needing that replacement piece anymore, Countess. I found it with the children. You'll probably want to be alone for a while. I'll be out in the garden with Lopez.
Yeah, these games are an odd series.
George,
It's kind of why I love them.
welcome back.
Come in, Josh. It's good to see you again.
Is it?
Sure. What did you find in Spain?
Many
Without
achievements.
Andre, we wouldn't have got this far, Josh.
Yeah, I know. The clues led to an underground chamber at the bottom of a well. The Templars had left a tapestry showing a chessboard. The white pieces were vastly outnumbered. There was a stream running across the board, and a Templar knight on a horse.
Does it mean anything to you, Andre?
No, nothing.
Oh, how
Maybe
helpful. I'm
we
glad
should
you're
tell
here.
Andre what else you found, Josh.
There's a map and a Latin inscription to the west at the edge of the world.
Josh found that in a cave in Syria.
Yeah, where the assassin almost killed me.
Then we've got the burning of Jacques de Molay and the date, 1314.
From the window of the church in Montfaucon Square, one of the few places where nobody tried to kill me.
Yeah.
Then we have the image of a church that George found at the excavation. I don't recall anyone trying to kill you there either, George.
And finally, we have the tapestry in Spain. Did I mention I almost got killed there?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to.
It was only my cat-like reflexes that saved me from certain death.
Cat-like reflexes, eh?
And while I
Yes.
was risking life and limb, where were you, Andre? Getting your glasses fogged up over an Etruscan vase?
That's enough, boys. Can we get back to saving the world?
Of course. My apologies.
He started it.
Well, the Latin phrase are the words of Julius Caesar. He was describing the island of Britain.
Are you sure? The map
Yeah.
doesn't look much like Britain.
How come Caesar described Britain as being at the edge of the world?
To the Romans, the Mediterranean was the center of the universe. Britain was a remote, unfriendly place, inhabited by blue-painted savages.
It hasn't changed much,
They've stopped painting themselves blue.
except when they go to a football match.
They used an
True.
extract from a plant called woad, Isetis tinctoria. The Scots were using it until fairly recently in the wars with the English.
Fairly recently?
Yeah, I've been saving them.
I don't recall the Scots being
Not
at
the
war
art
with
ones,
English.
just the game
How
ones.
recently are you talking about?
I believe William Wallace's men used it in the 13th century. They might well have been using it as late as
You can't remember, can you?
1314.
Ah, we're back onto that, are we?
Andre, what is it? What do you mean?
1314 in Scotland. The Battle of Bannockburn.
That would explain the stream on the chessboard. That's what a burn is. Right, Andre? As in Bannockburn?
Right, George. And it gets better. Tradition has it that the Scots were helped by a shock force of, well, can't you guess?
Knights Templar?
Yes, a group of outlawed Templars. They are said to have turned the tide for the Scots.
And it all ends at a church in the Isle of Britain at Bannockburn in a church.
What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab.
If you'd had to suffer through the misery that is history classes, you would know
I
what the
can't
Battle
go.
of Bannockburn is. It's what would you call it? Boring, but yeah, Scotland beat us in
Andre,
a battle
you've been loads of hell, but
for
What
some
George
reason.
is trying
I
to
don't know.
say
I don't
is that
remember.
you shouldn't feel guilty.
I was.
We understand you've got
Yep, luckily for you.
But listen, we have to hurry. Let's go, George.
We'll see it through. Oh, and don't worry about us.
The only good thing about history classes is that my teacher liked heavy metal, and so I frequently just talked to him about heavy metal.
Oh, it must be dawn.
Oh hey, it's
I
an
guess
old
so.
lady.
And we must be nearly there. Somewhere.
It's your
Out
time.
there in the dark.
Forky, say it. Say the thing you've been saying.
We've come a long way together to get here.
Yeah. Let's hope it was worth it.
Because you might finally be right. I think.
There's something I've been meaning to say to you, Nico.
Is this
The thing you've been
right
saying
time
through
and
the whole
place, George?
playthrough of this
There
game,
might not be another time.
whenever
I
I
don't wanna
meet a
waste this
random
chance.
character.
You don't need to say anything. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Yes, she is the murderer. Yeah,
Now.
correct. I'm pretty sure that is
You're
the murderer
exhausted.
in a
Why don't you get some
disguise.
sleep?
Sleep? At a time like this?
Excited, huh?
Would you like something to help you sleep, dearie? I've got some tablets in my bag.
Oh, no. Thank you.
Thanks all the same, ma'am.
Yeah, a murderer who doesn't have an eye for fashion.
Where are you going, George?
Do I need to spell it out?
Don't snap at me. If you're going to take a leak, why don't you say so?
Okay, I'm going to take a leak. L-E-A-K.
Tickets, please.
Oh, hi.
That's a standard full-price peak return. Don't you have a senior citizen's rail card?
I rarely travel by train. My ticket is perfectly valid, is it not?
Well, yeah, but you could have saved up to a third of the cost.
I do not need to indulge in puffling thriftiness.
Blimey, you're a funny old bird and no mistake. Tickets, please, sir.
Here.
Off to Stirling, eh?
Yes, we are.
Well, I hope you won't be disappointed. It's a miserable place this time of year. Still, there's plenty of pubs and a lovely
They do,
view
yeah.
from the castle.
Thank you.
I'm guessing they forced that
I don't
voice
wanna
actor to try and
worry.
act like an old
What?
Scottish lady.
There was something familiar about that guy.
Are you sure? You're tired. Perhaps you're mistaken.
No, he's one of the Templar
Maybe.
dudes from earlier.
But I didn't like the look in his eyes when he spoke to you.
Can't you sit still, George?
No.
I need to go to the John.
While you're there, check out the buffet car, George. Unthinkable though it is, I am hungry enough to eat English food.
Okay.
Now I need to find an old Scottish lady and see how different they sound. I
The
imagine
door was locked.
you could find a Scottish lady that sounds sort of like that. Like, you know, approximately, at least.
Oh, no. That gangster creep from the hotel, Guido. Well, he didn't scare me. Hey, Buster. This is a no-smoking car.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Okay,
I'm guessing you
maybe he
shouldn't
did
be
scare me.
searching up,
It got
trying to
worse.
find old
I
Scottish
suddenly
ladies.
realized who the conductor had reminded me of. Eklund, Marquet's murderer. The door was locked.
I assume he'll murder me if I
Guido
go
was
this
still
way.
looking pretty.
Yeah, okay. Just double. Didn't want to click that until I'd saved it.
The door was locked.
Google will always turn you in. You search anything suspicious, you're gonna get an ad. That's your punishment for trying to find old Scottish ladies. Nothing in here. Nico is gone.
I should have known better than to leave Nico and the old lady alone. Suddenly, the sword of Baphomet took second place to finding the girl I loved.
I don't know why you love her suddenly, George. You don't really know her. She's just mostly sat around in an apartment. He's a simple man.
I didn't want to wake him. Hi! Having a party?
No, this is British. Come on, join us, man. Away, Basha, wake up, man. What's company?
His breath was like the outlet from a chemical factory.
Excuse my mate, he's taking a nap. Sleeping like a bobby. I'll wake him up when we get to Newcastle.
We passed through Newcastle half an hour ago.
And I never noticed.
Yeah, I think that is why he liked her. He knows where she is. She's always
Did you
in
see
her
what
chair,
happened to the
doing
young
not
woman in the
much.
next compartment?
No, Paula, Divin, have you lost her, like?
She's disappeared. The old lady, too. I think they're in trouble.
Away, man, an old lady, too.
Yeah. You gotta help me.
Maybe they went to the toilet, like.
I don't think so.
They never go on their own. Always in pairs, you know.
No, she's been abducted, I'm sure. I've got to go look for her.
What's stopping you, pal?
The conductor. He's not what he seems.
You want to avoid him, like?
That's about it, yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Listen, I need your help.
What's the matter?
There's a guy on this train who's trying to kill me.
Relax, man. You wouldn't try nothing with us in Basharia. We are veterans, like, so action at Brightlingsea.
I don't recall the British Army being involved in a conflict in anywhere called Brightlingsea.
Well, you just take it from me, pal. You're in safe hands.
What is that stuff you're drinking? It smells like gasoline.
Right? I'll put hairs in your chest, like.
And your eyeballs, too, by the looks of you. See you later.
Don't do it, pal. Don't jump.
I don't intend to jump. I'm going to climb on top of the train.
You're kidding, aren't you?
Just watch me.
Out the window, George. You're a man of action.
Hold on there, pal. I'll give you a hand, like.
I mean, I wouldn't trust him to hold me steady when he can't even stand up straight. Don't touch things. I didn't say touch that, did I, George? I didn't say go ahead and grope the power. I was assuming that you would just walk past it or not touch it and die immediately.
Pal. Don't jump.
I don't intend to jump. I'm going to climb on top of the train.
You're kidding, aren't you?
He's very
Just watch
fragile,
me.
is George.
Hold on there, pal. I'll give you a hand, like.
Apparently George does. He'll grab a power line the moment he sees one. He's like, yep, it's time to grab the power line. On top of a train. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure I have any weapons. Aha! Take that! Ow, my spleen! Oh, they did a cutscene for this one. I didn't know that. That's fun. Yeah, I actually got buried for that one. That's cool. I didn't know that happened. Yeah, you're supposed to tackle him, but I wanted to see if he would actually shoot you. And he did. Yeah.
I can explain everything.
Oh, okay. That's not how you deal with this situation. Getting buried again. Yoink. Take box.
You saved our lives, but why?
You are always on the same side, Stobart. Different causes, but a common enemy.
The Knights Templar?
Don't call them that. The real Templars were a noble foe. These barbarians have no right to that name. These men are no better than dogs.
What are the Neo-Templars after? What is the Sword of Baphomet?
Not what you think, my friend. It is a weapon, yes, but one which our enemies will find difficult to wield. A double-edged sword.
Okay. Yeah, go do your stuff. I will see you later.
Older than Solomon.
We'll stop them. You and me together. And Nico.
Bye.
No, George. My journey ends soon at the Garden of Paradise.
You're
Hey
talking
Mochi,
in
how you
riddles.
doing?
Can't you tell me straight what they're after?
The sword symbolizes a colossal energy caused by the alignment of the Earth's natural power fields.
Which are focused at St. Ninians.
The energy endowed the Templars with the power which made them great. A power which made them charismatic to such an extent they could control the will of all around them.
How did you escape from the bull's head?
It is a long walk from the cliff of the bull to the village, Stobart. Fortunately, I know the ways of the wilderness. Also, I have a sister who keeps a garage just around the corner.
Okay. Would you like your nose back?
Maybe not.
All right, fine.
May Allah guide you to our enemies.
Thanks.
Last thing.
What?
Oh, okay, he's dead.
What is it? He's dead.
I think Mochi was saying bye to you. Well, that's what I assumed. I didn't even notice because you've both got pink text, so I just saw pink text. But hello, Mochi.
The guy was a professional killer. The last thing he deserved was sympathy. I had to admit it, though. I was sorry he'd ended up this way. I couldn't think of a single...
Okay, I guess I will get myself a fire axe.
Don't even think about it, Josh.
What? Who?
Yeah, you're
Look me
orange now.
straight in the eye and tell me you weren't thinking of using that axe on Eklund.
Don't be foolish, woman. I was gonna use it on you. The rear exit was barred and padlocked.
Okay, cool. That's cool and everything, I guess. Crates.
Underneath that heap of tumbled crates was Eklund. I wasn't about to help him out.
Can I put a red nose on? Oh, no, I can't interact with her at the moment.
Don't even think about...
What?
Okay,
Who?
I wasn't. I was going to set
Don't be
you
fool-
free.
I was gonna...
Okay. Can I just leave you here? I'm just going to leave you here.
Where do you think you're going?
Don't worry. I hadn't forgotten about you.
Untell me this instant, Josh Stobart.
I will. When I'm ready.
L'orange.
I was not there, Josh.
No.
You took advantage while my hands were tied.
When Eklund pointed that gun at me, I thought I was gonna die. I thought of all the things I'd never get to do. And kissing you was at the top of my list.
Josh,
Don't be smooching.
Josh, we've got to get off the train.
Oh, well, yeah.
Look,
Don't be
look, we
smooching
come back
ladies when they
anytime.
have their
So what are we
hands
waiting
tied.
for?
Yeah, just a pro tip for humans. Don't be kissing people if their hands are tied up. Just don't be doing that. That's not cool, and it's weird. Yeah, this game was made in 1996, so you know. It's this old, and yet I am still older.
I'd feel happier if we had a gun or something.
Khan gave me something.
What?
His handbag.
Oh, great. If we run into any killers, we can give them a good buffeting. Didn't he have any weapons?
You don't know half of it. This bag's full of C4.
Wow.
Ooh,
Why didn't you say
C4.
so? Boy, we'll show them now. What's C4?
Plastic, Josh.
We're going to shop our way to victory?
2 kilos of plastic explosive. The detonator's broken now.
No problem. We'll buy a
It-
box of
yeah, I
matches
mean,
somewhere.
The
It
character
doesn't
designs are
work that
definitely
way.
Disney
It takes
vibes,
a small
for sure.
explosion to start the big explosion.
Well, that's not much use then. What does that sign say?
Apparently, during the English Civil War in the mid-17th century...
Goodbye,
this
folk.
place was
I
used
see you
as an
later.
arms dump.
Yeah? What happened?
Look at the state of this place, Josh. You work it out.
Oh, stray spark?
You got it. The tower was the only thing to survive the blast.
I hope the explosion didn't destroy the Sword of Baphomet.
Do you? I rather hope it did.
I scrabbled around in the rubble and found an old clay pipe with a broken stem.
Okay. Cool.
The wheel turned reluctantly with a creak of complaint. There was no obvious way of removing the wheel from its housing. The handle turned easily, and the larger wheel began to revolve. Damn!
Yoink.
Then the handle came off in my hand.
That's cool. Oh yeah.
Now that
Start.
the hand...
Yeah, I have to like make a weird ass cog face. It's like a strange cog face contraption, I think.
The cog slipped
There we go.
neatly into the eye socket.
Yeah. I don't think I can remove this giant wheel.
The wheel turned
Whee!
reluctantly with a creak of complaint. There was no obvious...
Okay, so I can't use that. Um, He hopefully will have a spinning eye cog. Oh, no, he doesn't. Damn.
With the clay pipe in his mouth, he looked happy, homely, like somebody's granddaddy.
What do you think you're doing, George?
I wondered if there was a secret mechanism
I'm
in the
being
demon's
cool.
mouth.
Maybe you should show a little more respect.
For a mythical medieval demon? Give me a break.
Okay, go right ahead. Meddle with forces you don't understand. Incur the demon's wrath and burn in hell. Just see if I care.
Well, I'm leaving the pipe in.
Under one of the stones, I found a metal coin which was green with age. It was caked with soil, but what I'd found was a small cog and spindle.
Oh, really?
With mounting excitement, I felt something between my fingers. It was short, hard, and black. Something I hadn't expected to find here. It was a plastic pen top.
Okay. That's super handy, I'm sure. Is there anything else?
I didn't find anything.
Okay. Cog. Go in the other eye socket.
With a rasp of metal on stone, I eased the second eye into place. I pushed the handle into the demon's mouth. The cogs all meshed. I began to turn.
Okay. Let's go.
As soon as I saw the flickering torches, I realized the bogus Templars had beaten us to the sword. But where were they now? And why was it so quiet?
Listen, I can definitely hear chanting.
You're right. I hear it too.
How
What do
dare
you
you
suppose
chant?
they're doing?
It wouldn't surprise me if they were holding some kind of satanic sex ritual.
So, what are we
What?
waiting for? Shh!
I mean, I hope that's not what they're doing.
Will you look at that? Baphomet. Lovino was right. This place was ancient even to the Templars.
This whole place? This is Baphomet?
Finally, the truth. The Templars had never worshipped this graven image, no more than they'd worship a rainbow. But, like a rainbow, they regarded it as a symbol of a covenant with God, who'd revealed this place to them.
Rosso! Why is it double-dealing treacherous?
On the contrary, Inspector Rosso has been the model of obedience. An important quality in a true Templar. Now be quiet and watch, if you wish to live much longer.
Brothers and sisters, we are gathered here to witness the reforging of the sword that was broken. Here before God's sentinel, Baphomet. Grand Master and Knight of Baphomet, we salute and pledge our obedience to you.
I salute you, gatekeeper of the temple. Seven centuries ago, our greatest weapon, the sword of Baphomet, was lost to us. Now we prepare to reforge it, to wield against new enemies. As the tired millennium dies, and this world looks for new leaders, we shall not fail. We shall lead the people to a new order, wherein all borders will dissolve. All will be united under the red cross of the Templars.
Creepy cult stuff. Kind of cool they redid all these scenes.
George, we have watched your efforts to stop us with respect. But surely you realize that you have been misled by our enemies. Both of us want a better world. Fortunately, no harm has been done. We need determined, resourceful men like you. Join us, George. Join us in true brotherhood.
Yeah. True. Wait. Brothers? What about Marquet? What about Pegram and Klausner? You didn't look on them as brothers, only as failures. 3 men dead, and you don't give a damn!
George, You know that sacrifices are necessary. Every
Did you pick up on that?
great undertaking.
Yeah, yeah.
Join
They
me.
couldn't be more of one.
I'll see you
Yeah.
in hell first.
This is maximum cult stuff going on here.
I had great hopes for you. C'est la guerre. Eklund kill him.
No, don't kill me. Aha! Oh, don't punch Nico. Not cool. Ah, my face. Hey, don't strangle me. Whoa! I don't remember going all the way through his neck before. Jeez. Good job, Rosso.
I swear, I just wanted things to be right.
Oh. Sorry, dude.
Take them. Kill them. They will not escape.
Run!
Well, well. If it isn't the great detective and his beautiful assistant, it's going to be a pleasure killing the pair of you.
George, what are we going to do?
I'm going to pick up this torch and throw it over there, where there's lots of explosives.
Come on, Nico. We're
Run
leaving.
away!
You fool! But master, the powder!
That powder is from the English Civil War. You fool. It's over 300 years old. How explosive do you think it can be?
I thought it was all over, but Nico had one last trick up her sleeve. Or in her handbag, to be exact. A handbag full of plastic explosives.
Maybe, but this stuff is brand new.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Run away! See, now you can give her a smooch after you've killed all your enemies with C4. And her hands aren't tied up.
You know, you'll never be able to write your story now.
I don't care. I've got what I want.
Huh?
Just tell me one thing, George. Is our life together always going to be this crazy?
Sort of. There we go. The end! The end of the first Broken Sword. Took me a few streams, but we got there in the end. It's a fun game. It's a wild story. It's just reminds me of like National Treasure kind of stuff. It's like nuts, but fun. It's kind of cool to see it all in 4K as well. I can't believe they redid so much of like the animations and things. I figured they just, you know, do it as basic as possible. But they went all out on it, which really makes me hope they do the second one, because the second one is my favorite. I don't know why. I just like it. I think it's because I've played it about 1,000 times. As there is an hour left of stream, I am going to set up for Broken Sword 2 in a minute. Oh dang.
Hello again.
What now?
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
No more than you, I'll bet.
Does this gem mean anything to you?
Aha! Is it real? It must be worth a small fortune. You stole it, I suppose.
I'm not a crook. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
I've got a toilet chain from a bar in Syria.
No kidding. A toilet chain? From Syria?
Yes, I
You
do.
sad man.
I'm not sad. I'm cool. Okay, this is just clips of George asking meaningless questions to people. It's very good.
What now, monsieur?
Check out my ID card.
Your ID card, monsieur? I don't think so.
No, it's Rosso's card.
Attempting to impersonate a policeman is a criminal offense, monsieur.
Ah, forget it. Thanks for your help, buddy.
Well, hello, George.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Does the name on this card mean anything to you?
Augustin Rosso? No, dear, nothing. It conjures up the image of a Gaulois-smoking, absinthe-drinking French policeman. I'm sure the real Inspector Rosso is nowhere near so romantic.
I think you'd be surprised.
Okay. Oh, they've got a chapter select function here now. That's cool.